Hi, fifth grade. Great job on your math. Today we're going to take our assessment and we'll be all done. First of all, I am so proud of y'all. Y'all made some crazy looking masks. So many Fortnite characters. So many characters I had no idea existed, but y'all told me all about them. Hopefully you walked in with this sheet that says My Masterpiece. We're going to be filling this out, and then I'm going to be having y'all use the iPads for critique. A lot of people do not know what critique is. You're going to be doing critique in middle school, high school, and beyond. Even teachers have to be critiqued all the time. So in fifth grade, that's when you start, and you're going to be using critique until you graduate. What critique is when people put their work, it doesn't have to be just art, together, and then they look at it and talk about what went well and what did not. It's not a place where people are embarrassed, and it's mostly just positive things about your artwork, and it's a chance for you to tell us about your work and how it went. It's important that everyone participates. I calculated how long that y'all have been working on these masks, and it's definitely over 5 hours. So when someone is explaining their artwork, it is so important that you allow them that respect, because they have spent 5 hours on this project just like you, and they deserve to have their voice heard. Here's a picture from one of my college courses. This is called a critique, and so you can see that all of the artwork is up on the walls. The professor, or in this case it's going to be me, this is obviously not me, is just watching, while one person at a time is either talking about their artwork or they're talking about someone else's artwork. So basically, at the very end of class, we'll have a chance to share our artwork and then also hear from your peers about what they think. For right now, don't worry about that. I'm going to go over how we're going to do it. We're actually going to be doing a little bit of critique through the iPads. Before we do that, hopefully you picked up this piece of paper. You're going to find a pencil. Hopefully you sharpened it. I'm going to use a pen just because it's easier to see on camera. Go ahead and sharpen that pencil and give me a thumbs up so that we can begin. All right. So here it says the artist. Who is the artist of your work? It is you. So write your name. I'm going to write Mr. Boatfield because that is my name, but please don't write my name unless you want me to keep your artwork forever. Next up, we have title. So you get to title your mask. I'm going to borrow one from one of my Thursday classes. Let's see. I like this one a lot. I like all of them, but this one kind of stands out to me because it looks like a different version of Spider-Man. It kind of reminds me of Spider-Man, but just different colors. So I'm going to title this Spider-Man's Secret Evil Cousin. Go ahead and title your mask whatever you want to title it, and give me a thumbs up so that we can move on. Sweet. So these two questions you're going to answer on your own. This one says, while creating, I learned that. So I'll give you one of my examples. So think about everything we've learned. We've learned a lot. We've learned about special effects. We've learned about mask making, paper mache. We've learned about painting details. You might have learned something not to do. Maybe you got really excited one day and you made a mistake. That's okay. But maybe you learned that you should slow down a little bit. This is just an example that came to mind, but it's an option for you if it rings a bell. I put, it can be hard to keep up with peers. One thing I noticed about this project is that everyone's on different levels, and that's okay. Some people get behind easier, and some people finish the fastest, and I don't know why. They're just speed racers like that. So that was one thing I learned as a teacher, that it can be hard to keep up with peers, and I have to keep that in mind when I'm deciding when projects should end. This next question is, it is a masterpiece because, and you're gonna find one thing that you're proud of. I'm gonna pretend this is my mask and find something I'm proud of. So on this one, I really like the line work. I can tell that the artist did some lines, but then went back and made sure that many of them were the same size and that they were crisp. So I'm gonna say it is a masterpiece because, and I'm gonna pretend it's mine and say, of my excellent line work. Once you're done with this, then you can move on to the iPads. Before I show you the iPads, I want to remind you that this has to be done today. You're going to turn it into me as you exit. You're going to come over here, find your table number. So if I'm sitting at table 3, I would take iPad 3. Normally, I have students sit and we talk about the pros and cons, the goods and the bads of each person's artwork, but I decided that this year I'm going to try something different because a lot of students feel a little bit nervous getting in front of their peers and talking about what went wrong, what went right, and I feel like maybe 5th grade isn't ready for that, so I'm going to have y'all do it in a little bit more fun way. On the iPads, you should see a folder called Animation somewhere. I don't know where it'll be, but you should see a folder called Animation. Inside, you're gonna find an app that looks like this. It's either called ChatterKid or ChatterPix, but I promise you it's basically the same app. You're gonna open ChatterKid. What this app does is it takes a picture of your mask or whatever art you created and you can make it talk. So we're basically gonna animate our mask into talking. What you'll do is you'll take a photo, but it's gonna turn into a video because you're gonna talk over it. And you're gonna tell the class one thing that you did well and then one thing that you wish you could change about your artwork. So you may wanna think about one thing that you like and one thing you wish you could change. One thing I like about mine, and this truly is mine, is I like my lines. One thing I don't like is my unicorn horn. I just think now that I'm looking back at it, it looks a little bit silly to me. I wish I didn't do that. I wish I thought of something different. So now I have one thing I like and one thing I wish I could change. I'm ready to make a video about it. You just press take photo. And then if it asks you if it can access photos, just say okay. Then, and if it says access the camera, give it that too. If it's to ask anything, just say yes. Flip the camera so that it's looking facing forward. It's hard to do this with one hand, but I'm gonna try my best. You're gonna take a photo of your mask. Try to get a good one. Now that I've taken a photo, you should see a screen that looks like this. It's giving you the instruction to draw where the mouth would be. You just have to make it up. I think my mouth would be right down here. Once you've done that, you can press the microphone button. Before you press it, think about what you're gonna say. Remember, you're gonna say one thing you like about it, and then second thing you're gonna say is one thing you wish you could change. So I'll do that real quick. Press the button. Oh, of course, it's gonna have to ask to use microphone. Okay. It's gonna give you a warning. Hi, my name is Mr. Boatfield. This is my mask. I was inspired by Black Panther and unicorns. One thing I like about my artwork is that it has really cool lines. One thing I wish I could change is that I don't like my unicorn horn. I wish I had done something different. And then press the stop button and you're done. And then give it a chance. I want you to actually listen to it. Hi, my name is Mr. Boatfield. This is my mask. I was inspired by Black Panther and unicorns. One thing I like about my artwork is that it has really cool lines. One thing I wish I could change the mouth is moving. I don't like my unicorn horn. I'm going to stop it there just because I think you get the gist. Then you're going to go to next. You can add some cool filters. You could add, I don't know, a sticker if you really wanted to. You could add text. Let's see, I'm gonna put hi. Whatever you want. Then you're gonna press next again. Then you wanna press the share button. This will save it onto the iPad. Exporting to camera roll, that's a good thing. So now think back to when we first uploaded images of our mask, because you're gonna be uploading this to our Google Classroom. When you see this screen, you'll know that it's complete. You can press the home button. If you look inside of your photos, which is that rainbow button, you should see your video ready for you. And you can watch it if you want to. I'm not, just because I don't want to waste your time. Press the share arrow, Google Drive. Google Drive, come on. And then of course change the name so I know who this came from. So it's not random crazy videos popping up in my email and I don't know who they are. Do not press upload yet. You're going to go to My Drive, Classroom, find your classroom. I'm just gonna pretend I'm 5th grade, I don't know, Monday. Hi, 5th grade Monday. Save here, upload, and then the very last 10 minutes, we will check out your videos together, and that will be our chance for us to comment, give you some feedback, and tell you how awesome you are. All right, guys, I will enjoy seeing these videos. I'm excited to see how crazy and funky they are.